Hey man, we got no reaction when the predator realized he been caught.
A baby and a dad.
In April of 2024, a
Predator, you like
community is
little
left
girls, nigga?
horrified and outraged when a woman with profound intellectual disabilities is discovered pregnant at her
You
care
like
home in
little girls,
Geneva,
nigga? Don't let me
Illinois.
catch you, nigga.
Kane County detectives launched an
I'm
urgent
just,
investigation, confronted with the grim task
but
of
for real though,
unmasking a
that shit ain't
predator hidden
cool.
among the very staff entrusted to protect her. The following is based on official police records, and some of the following footage has never been seen before. According to their website, the Markland Center is a nonprofit organization providing care for adults with severe developmental disabilities. Multiple news sources state that Kate, a 43-year-old resident with Rett syndrome, who was unable to speak, stand, or use her hands, was discovered pregnant during routine medical tests. Investigators with the
Huh?
Kane County Sheriff's Department compiled a list of all male employees who had access to her in late summer 2023, interviewing each one and collecting DNA samples.
Hey.
Good, yes. Sheriff's Department.
Yes.
I'm Brooke. This is Brandon. We're both.
Come on in.
Thank you.
What if you could do all your SEO in one tab? Meet SEMrush, a tool to find.
Okay.
So I know there's abuse and neglect, and I know one of our residents was sent to the hospital that morning, so I am assuming something happened with that resident. And I also do know it was only males that have been suspended. So,
You okay?
And I've been breathing hard as fuck, man. No, that boy
very
scared up.
serious happens.
And you're just so you're not in any trouble.
I really enjoy my job, and the fact that, sorry,
No, it's okay.
the thought of that happening is very troubling and upsetting for me.
Okay. And like I said, nobody has accused you of anything.
No, I'm 100%
Nah, nigga, you know you did it,
aware
nigga.
it's, sorry.
No, you're okay.
I'm not crying for myself, I'm upset for the rest.
It's okay.
Have you ever noticed like anybody else acting strange around them, or anybody that shouldn't be in their rooms?
No, I mean, we don't open the door for everyone. And as for staff, I mean, before this incident, I never thought anyone would do something like that.
That was kind of one of our other questions. Is there anybody you would think would be capable of
I would have never have thought this would happen at Markland's.
Okay.
Before they move on to question other employees, he leaves them one urgent request.
Catch the bastard.
After speaking with several more employees, investigators are left with no clear leads. However, they do learn that prior to the COVID pandemic, only female staff typically
Oh, I
cared
thought
for
that
female
was bro
residents,
right there.
a
Who
policy
did it?
one employee said changed due to
Oh
staffing
shit, my bad,
shortages.
bro.
Investigators move on, next meeting with former employee, 22-year-old Isaiah Fields.
How you doing? Good. You want to go in or just talk out here?
Whatever you want.
How'd the fights go? I heard you were out there fighting in Chicago.
Yeah, I was fighting in the Golden Gloves tournament.
How'd it go?
Pretty good. I lost by decision in the finals, but I was there, like I had him chicken legging, so
Okay.
I'll see him again, you know.
All right, good.
You
Good for
talking
you.
about chicken legs?
Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
After briefly meeting Isaiah's mother, they head to the basement to speak in private.
So there was, an incident that happened there involving one of the residents. If you can just tell me kind of what when you worked there, what's the dates that you worked there?
Like early August to but definitely sometime in September.
Okay, early September, late September, you think?
I honestly don't remember. It was still warm outside, so
Okay.
maybe early to mid-September.
When you were working there, what were your job duties?
I was what they call it, PSP,
PSP. Okay, I've heard that talking to people. They've said that before.
the personal support.
Okay.
But I was mainly in training the entire time I was there, so I technically didn't have any duties that I had to do really on my own.
Okay.
So everything I did was shadowed by another person,
Okay, so you're always with somebody for the most part?
like 90% of the time.
Okay.
Unless someone left early or
Okay.
one of the managers that were I was shadowing had to go do whatever
Gotcha.
managers do.
Gotcha. Did you ever have any problems with anybody? Did you ever see anybody that you thought was a little off? Like another, especially a male employee, you know, anybody that you thought like something, this guy's made some statements or he said something or just the way his interaction was with the residents?
Not that I know of personally, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't stay there long enough to get too
Chummy with anybody?
everybody. Yeah.
After leaving Isaiah, investigators meet with another employee who brings up a familiar name.
Is it true that she delivered the baby?
Is it true? I'm not divulging anything. It's an open investigation.
Okay.
So I can't go into details about that.
Okay.
I can't.
Can I ask you about a certain individual that may have
Yeah.
Isaiah Fields?
That's who we just talked to.
That's who you just talked to.
Yeah.
He
Who
was
we just came back.
Though the employee doesn't explain why he suspects him after all the swabs are collected and processed, a DNA test comes back positive for 22-year-old Isaiah Fields. On May 10th, 2024, he's brought into an interrogation where he waits for
You
questioning
look
to
like a type of
begin.
nigga who would do some shit like that, dude.
Yeah, these chains. Please, Lord Jesus, come to me.
Aw, nigga, don't pray nah, nigga. They got you, nigga.
Please help me from trying to get to Lord Jesus.
Investigators enter and read his Miranda rights.
Let me just start by asking, do you have any idea why you would be there right now? Okay, no clue.
Nah, nigga, you know why you here, nigga.
You know why I talked to you before, right, about the Markland stuff? So,
I never got any, you just told me it was a case of Markland.
okay. So what I would like to ask you, what we would like to know, if you could go over again, when you worked there for that just basically a month, wasn't that long, what your training was like and what it was like after training, like what your job duties were. If you can just go over that again, I would appreciate it.
For most of the time that I was there, I was just training, like 3 weeks. We just sat in a room and watched videos all day. That was it.
Watch
However,
videos,
several
bro.
employees who trained Isaiah gave a different account, explaining his duties went beyond watching training videos.
Nah, you were
And what
doing
were
more
your
than watching
daily
training
activities when
videos,
you
nigga.
when you were training him? What were you guys in charge of?
So we're in charge of doing the CNA work, so like getting them up, dressed, changed, and then transferring them to CDS, and then repositioning them, interacting with them, and then doing the same thing, changing them, and then sending them back.
You're training how to bathe, how to
Yes.
care for them.
Yes.
So that was part of his training as well.
Yes.
But he would have never been alone.
No.
Something like that.
How do you bathe them?
So we put them in a tub, and they have a chair.
That
and
shit
they're
nasty though,
completely
bro. Like,
asleep.
who don't wanna do that
Submerged?
shit,
No,
bro?
no,
Like,
okay.
They're the water's
how you
running,
get turned
they
on
have,
by shit like that, bro? Niggas gotta be weird,
Like a
bro.
faucet or a shower head.
That's
So
why
you
I knew you
basically
can
sit
handle
like
dog,
not like
cause
this, with a
niggas
chair
going,
in a shower, and then you can take it off,
what?
Yes.
spray them. Okay.
Okay, so at some point, at the end of your training, were you not with the trainer anymore? Were you kind of on your own schedule during the day?
I forget what they called it, but it was like a probationary period.
Sure.
So you were always with someone until you were considered an actual nurse.
This account is consistent with what his trainers told investigators.
Would you have left him alone, or anybody for that matter, alone for an extended period of time with the resident while they're on training?
No.
Are you leaving anybody alone, the trainees with the residents or anything like that?
They're not supposed to be left alone with the residents.
As questioning continues, Isaiah insists that he remained in his probationary period until he claims he was fired for consistently showing up late.
I just don't really fit in with too many people.
Employees who trained Isaiah
Man, you don't
highlighted
like
odd
to fit
behavior
in,
he
nigga.
exhibited during his training.
It's kind of odd.
Okay.
Just in general, just very off.
Anything that stuck out to you was odd or anything like that?
He wouldn't listen. He would always question, oh, why do you have to do it that way? And it's you're in healthcare. There's specific ways to do certain
I'm
things.
saying the nigga look like a weirdo,
He
bro.
would face talks some of the residents, and we have cameras in the classroom, and the angle of it all was just really bad. They would
Yeah.
look at the cameras, it would literally look like he was hitting her.
I should clarify, he never actually did.
No, he never actually did.
Okay.
As the interrogation continues, Isaiah appears to become overwhelmed with emotion, and investigators work to put him at ease.
What's upsetting you?
Ain't nothing upsetting, but he crying. He got caught, bro.
It's okay.
You ain't with all that soft shit, bro. You know you caught, man.
Listen, if something's upsetting you, please let us know. We'll see what we can do to help.
Not really.
He just got caught, bro. That's why he crying. He ain't crying for what he did. Just crying because he got caught.
His life's not easy, you know?
I know. That's all. I get life gives us some curveballs sometimes.
It's 24/7. I've never had the guidance of a man. My father died when I was really young.
Oh.
I've just never really had.
That's probably true, though. He probably never did. I don't got it, but still.
As one detective
bro.
leaves the room to get Isaiah more water and a snack, the remaining investigator sits with him as his emotions continue to unravel.
Take a breath. You're okay. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. You're all right. And I'm really sorry to hear that about your dad and stuff, okay? But that's...
I ain't gonna lie. Nobody perfect, dude. Everybody make mistakes, dude.
It's okay. It takes a lot for you to sit here and allow yourself to have these feelings. You know, to allow yourself to have emotion. That can be a lot, especially in front of people you don't know.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I just think it's in my best interest to give it to you.
Okay. All right, I can't ask you any more questions though. No, it's okay. I'll leave you at it. She'll give you. Go ahead.
I would tell them this.
What's that?
I'm reading them tell.
Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, whatever.
Just so you know, Kate had a baby and had a dad.
Damn. He got the
As
baby.
investigators exit the room, Isaiah processes the gravity of the situation and the consequences he's facing.
My life is over. Such a idiot.
He said, "My life is over." Hell yeah, but you was like, well, you was fucked.
Give me the opportunity, Lord Jesus.
You fucked, bro.
Just give me one chance. That's all I have is give me one chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, everybody make mistakes though, but shit, it's a big ass mistake.
Military, everything, I'm gonna get all my money.
Nah, this nigga tripping, bro.
Do anything, bro. Please.
Nah, I knew this nigga was a weirdo, bro. I could look at niggas and tell they're
Please give
weirdo.
me a chance into this child's life. I'll be on sex offenders list. I'm on anything.
Yeah, he said, "I'll be on 6 minutes left." Bro, you going to jail.
Multiple news outlets have
You're going
reported
to
that
jail.
Kate developed a dangerous
You're
pregnancy
going to jail,
condition
bro.
known as preeclampsia, and that the infant died
Leave it
after
on with
spending
jail
11
and
weeks
nobody,
in
bro. You going to
neonatal
jail,
intensive
man.
care. However, we've not been able to independently confirm these reports. According to an official press release from the state attorney's office, on January 14, 2025,
guilty of
Isaiah
offense
Fields
of
pled
aggravated
guilty to
criminal
aggravated
sexual
criminal
assault.
sexual assault and was sentenced to 25 years imprisonment in
Sentenced
the
to
Illinois
25
Department of
years.
Corrections, with 308 days credited for time
Damn.
spent in the Kane County Jail. In
So he
addition,
gonna get
Isaiah
out when
must
he buy
register for
50.
life as a sexual offender in accordance with the Illinois Sexual Offender Registration Act.
Damn.
So you think you know Wick?
I could tell you was a weirdo, dude. Talking about you don't want to go to jail. You going to jail, but oh shit.